Ah, oh, shit. What you want? Bubuk, bubuk.
You still thinking about what the scientists told us? About where Renans really come from?
I am, but not for myself.
You're worried about the future of the Renan people.
The fact that our people have been the same this whole time will only give the Danans further reason to resent us.
But you still intend to confront this truth head-on, don't you?
Well, I did declare that I would live my life for the living, and not the dead. Even as I dream of retirement, I shall remain dedicated to the cause.
I'm sure you'll do great.
Now that I think about it, I don't believe I've ever heard you criticize or reproach us Renans even once.
I'm no saint. I have skeletons in my closet too. There was definitely a time when I hated Renans for who they were. I hated them just for being Renan. But you changed that, Dohalim. You gave me an opportunity to see them in a different light. Thanks to your reforms, we were able to stand next to Renans not as slaves, but as equals for the first time in our lives. Of course, I'm sure there were some Renans who still hated us on the inside. But we knew that not all of you were like that. There were those of you who were good, and that was a start. When it comes down to it, Renans are just people. They can be good or bad, just like Danans.
That is, in essence, the heart of your approach, isn't it? That we're all people.
Yeah, it is. When you can pull someone aside and talk to them one-on-one, then you have the chance to come to an understanding. But as soon as you stereotype, that chance goes away, and you stop thinking of them as people that you can relate to.
I understand what you're saying, but we're talking about massive numbers of Renans and Danans alike. Realistically speaking, surely they won't all be able to get along.
Even if we end up butting heads with one person, maybe we'll find better luck among their friends. If we can build a society that works like that, that'll be something worth nurturing and protecting.
So you wish for people to form real bonds and do away with the hierarchy outright? To deal with one another as humans, and nothing more? That's the ideal future you hope to see when this is all over?
Yes, I do. I think it would make for a fine tribute to my brother's legacy. Though, that said, I would be doing it for the people of the future first and foremost. Do you still plan to return to Lenegis when this is over?
Indeed I do. I don't know whether I'll be able to reside in Lenegis proper, however. My first order of business may be to find somewhere to live.
You'll always have a home in Menancia, you know.
As I shall ever keep in mind.
Well, if you ever need a helping hand, don't hesitate to come get me. I'll always be there for you, Doe.
Did you just... Never mind. Thank you, Kisara. I appreciate your patience as I work all this out.
Don't even mention it. And really, when you think about it, now that we know the two of us aren't so different after all, don't you think that brings down a barrier that used to be between us?
You know, I hadn't actually thought of it that way before. But I do like the sound of it.
Yeah, I think I do too.
Hey, why'd you call me here? Was there something you wanted to talk about?
Well, if everything we've heard about the Great Spirit is true, then we're getting close to our final battle. so I wanted to apologize while I can.
Apologize? For what?
I was being real stupid before. About whether Dana's will had been controlling us and all that. I get why you're angry now. Anybody would be if something they trusted was being questioned. So, I'm sorry, Rinwell. Really. I should have kept my mouth shut.
No, Law. Honestly, I think you might have been onto something. Of course you were worried. Who wouldn't be if they found out there might be some invisible force pulling our strings this whole time?
But you really trust Dana's will, don't you? Is it because you can sense it a lot more than the rest of us? Because you can understand it?
Yeah, I think that might be part of it. But I also want to believe it's good.
Believe?
Remember how I used to really resent coming from a family of mages?
Yeah, of course. Because you were always on the run and had to live in hiding.
When we rescued Zephyr and I finally decided to come along with you all, something changed inside me. It was the first time I felt like my powers had any meaning. Even if that meaning was only helping you guys fight. Then, when I felt Dana's will, I was overwhelmed by how vast and warm it was. It made me want to believe my powers were made to connect with it. It made me believe I had a bigger purpose.
So that's why you hope it doesn't turn out to be bad. You almost need it to be kind.
Yeah.
Well, alright. Then I promise I'll lay off bad-mouthing it.
You will?
There's no way for me to know for sure one way or the other, right? But you trust it, Rinwell, and that's enough for me. So I'll trust it because you do.
Remember what I said about neither planet's great spirit reaching us here?
Yeah?
That's not quite true. I can feel just a little bit of Rena's inside you and everyone else.
You... what?
I sensed it when we first got here. It's a really small amount, so it doesn't feel like it has a will of its own. But I think that's how Dana's energy probably is too.
So you're saying there's a little bit of Dana's will inside each of us? In a way, doesn't that mean we're all Dana's will?
What?
Well, like you said, unless Dana's energy comes together, it has no will. So if we all have a little bit of Dana's astral energy inside us...
Yeah. Maybe.
Hefric 35 might know the answer. But, you know what? I don't need to ask it. My will is my own. I fight for who I want to fight for. That's who I am now. Who I've become. So thanks, Rinwell, for sharing that with me.
Ah.
To be honest, the only reason I was suspicious of Dana's will, well, I mean, it mostly was... I feel like you and I had grown apart lately, and I was worried it was because...
Huh?
Never mind. Nothing. Just forget about it.
Huh? No. What were you saying?
Saying? I don't remember
Come
saying
on.
anything.
Now you won't tell me what you were
No,
thinking?
that's not what I'm saying.
Then spit it out already.
Are you sure you don't want to get some rest?
I can't. I've got too much on my mind. Especially knowing how close our last battle is. How are you doing, Shion?
Same as you. Still trying to absorb everything.
Remember when it was so simple? We were only fighting all the lords on Dana? All of that feels like a lifetime ago, doesn't it?
Ages and ages ago. Everything that's happened since we first met. So many fights, so much chaos, so many wonderful people.
If I hadn't run into you that day, well, I wouldn't have met all of you. I never would have held the blazing sword or looked for something more. I wouldn't have my memories back. I'd still be a faceless slave, like as not long dead.
Hey, Alphen. I want you to promise me something.
Yeah?
If we can't find the Renis Alma, there's something I want you to do. Like Hevrecht 35 said, the only way we can end the Great Spirit for good is to go after both the main body in Rena and the thorns in me. I need you to promise me, Alphen, that if for some reason we can't get the Renis Alma back, you'll use the blazing sword to destroy the Great Spirit, and me along with it.
Huh?
It's true the blazing sword may not have the strength of the Renis Alma. But it's taken us this far. It's slain lords and beasts. At the very least, it has to be worth a try.
You can't be serious. Have you forgotten everything that
Listen,
we've...
the Great Spirit isn't just our problem. It's a threat to our entire world. Renans and Danans alike. We don't know what's going to happen when we face it, but we need to be prepared for anything. We can't second-guess ourselves when the time comes. I promise you, I'm not planning on going anywhere. I'm prepared to fight with absolutely everything I've got. But if it comes down to it, I need you to be prepared too.
Okay. But you should know that I'm not going to give up on you, Shion. I'm going to fight this until the very end. I hope you can forgive me for that.
Alphen. Okay, I understand. And I'll forgive you.
Thank you, Shion.
So it's a promise then?
Yeah, it's a promise.
ngàn cuộc đêm bạn ta.
I remember how I felt the first time you touched me. My thorns made any contact a mistake no one would ever make twice. After they'd seen what could happen, fear would always linger behind their eyes. In my entire life, I never had someone willingly reach out to me. But when you reached out to me and gently took my hand, you didn't react at all. It was so easy for you. I don't have words for the shock I felt in that moment.
That's because I couldn't feel pain back then.
Even once you could, though, you still chose to keep reaching out to me. And when you did, I felt this warmth that I had never known before. But still, I hate having to see you suffer through it every time you do.
You won't have to worry about that for much longer.
You think so?
I do, because Shion,
No. You can tell me once my thorns are gone. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh
Everybody get
my
enough rest?
god.
You ready for this?
Yeah, we should probably get moving.
Agreed. Can't stand around waiting all day.
Our task is relatively straightforward. We need only descend down to Rena, defeat the Great Spirit, and restore stability to both worlds.
We're fighting for a new future for both Dana and Rena.
Right. We've come this far. We will save our worlds. That's a promise.
Then let's go, everybody. We've got one last wall to tear down.
Repairs on your starship are complete. Everything is in working order.
Is that you, Hevrek 35? You can see us from where you are?
I can. I can see anywhere within the bounds of Dake Faisal.
Sounds like someone's a peeping Tom.
Maybe we should give Hevrect 35 a break. It has been stuck in this tiny facility for a very, very long time.
I have unlocked all functions on your starship. You can now make use of its warp drive.
Warp drive? Wait, you mean like what the Red Women used on us? What brought us here?
It's possible that the Red Women may have found a way to activate it on the starship. They are Helganquil, after all.
Using the warp drive, you should be able to breach Rena's atmosphere without being detected.
Wait, should?
You'll need to be careful. Due to the force field surrounding Rena, the ship will be unable to go any further than the surface of the planet.
So, once we reach the shell, it appears we'll have to infiltrate the core by foot. Understood.
We gotta go all the way down just walking?
Will all the Helganquil go back to normal once we defeat the Great Spirit?
Simon.
I have a strange feeling we're going to have to fight them before this is all over.
What?
The extinction of my people is inevitable at this stage. As such, it would be illogical to risk the success of the mission in a vain attempt to save my kind.
We understand.
Can't that thing lighten up a bit? Everything it says seems to be about what's illogical.
Well, come on, Doe.
Hold up, did you just...
You heard the lady. Get going.
I have one last question.
What?
As Sovereign, your identification number indicates that you are well past your predicted life expectancy. Similarly, the Maiden lacks any identification number, as her function should have been rendered unnecessary. Despite this, the two of you continue to exist. Why?
We exist because others have entrusted this to us. Over the years, many people have come together and sworn to see this through to the end.
You mean it is because of multiple chance interactions? The likelihood of such events is statistically improbable. Why have you two continued to persist under these conditions?
It's hard to explain. To be honest, I don't think it's something an observer could understand. All right, time to get back on the Fall Knights. Is the Renis Alma really our only hope against the Great Spirit? There has to be another way, right?
Shion's Firemaster Core was able to suppress astral energy to prevent it from gaining sentience, right? Couldn't we make use of that somehow?
I'm not sure. In small doses, maybe. But with the amount of energy we're talking about here.
Back in Calaglia, the Blazing Sword was able to take in a whole spirit vessel's worth of energy. If it has the capacity to manage that, it can do this, right?
Except after it absorbed the energy, it ended up releasing it all moments later, remember? Let's not forget, it nearly killed you. Besides, this is the Great Spirit we're talking about, not a paltry vessel. Even if I could use the Master Core, your body wouldn't be able to take the strain of channeling that much energy.
Hevrect 35 didn't mention it, and it did not seem the type to skimp on details. So assuming it's even possible, the chances are slim to none.
You're probably right.
It would appear that our Helganquil host really has fulfilled its end of the bargain.
You know what that means. Time to go to Rena.
I guess this means we should give that warp drive a spin.
There's nothing here. This weird ocean we're surrounded by just stretches out everywhere. Is this really where the Helganquil come from?
I don't sense even a trace of astral energy. This world is dead.
Then this must be the Hollowing.
You mean to tell me this whole world, the entire ocean is that stuff?
And it's covering everything. The entire planet.
This is what the Great Spirit does. After it depleted this planet of every last speck of astral energy, it went after Dana.
So arresting. This world of doom.
Back in its day, Rena was probably just as vibrant as Dana is. But after being robbed of its astral energy for so long, those days are gone and past. This is all that will remain.
So the Great Spirit took everything. It stole energy not just from living beings, but the land, the sea, everything.
And it bound the Helganquil in servitude until their whole world was nothing but this. And by the looks of it, that's how it remains to this day. A world of death and emptiness.
With nothing left here to consume, the Great Spirit turned its sights on Dana, looking for another host.
You're saying if we don't stop it, this is what Dana's going to look like?
We can be sure that even these few remaining remnants of Renan life will not be spared in the end.
If the oblivion and darkness both Shion and Naori saw comes to pass, nothing will survive. It looks like we can climb down from there. Let's take a look.
Last can play.
So this is Rena. This is where everything began. Yet it's a dead world?
I won't let Dana suffer the same fate, ever.
Never mind.
A hollowed ocean as far as the eye can see. What do you think would happen if we fell in?
What do you mean, what would happen? You'd drown, wouldn't you?
Come to think of it, I don't believe I've heard of someone ever trying. Perhaps you'd like the glory of being the first?
Nah, I'll pass.
This is essentially a world-sized Renan graveyard. Are you proposing to disturb the dead slumber just to satisfy your curiosity, Law?
No, because I said I passed.
Taking an interest is understandable, but let's not forget where we are. This place deserves our respect.
Looks like we're not going to be hearing the end of this one for a while.
You'd think I was already snorkeling in it or something. So the idea is to seal the Great Spirit inside the Renis Alma using the Sovereign and Maiden's power.
I'm guessing it won't be as easy as holding a spirit channeling ceremony at our leisure.
I already had wielded astral energy once 3 centuries ago. As for suppressing her thorns, Shion's had a lifetime's experience. The problem isn't just our enemy's strength. It's that it's sentient, too. And you can bet anything you like it's not going to just sit back and let us destroy it.
In other words, we need to find some way to weaken it in advance. The Great Spirit, that is.
Back when Shion's thorns flew out of control, we were able to deal with them directly. If this is their host, they should be even more corporeal here.
If that's the case, it should make them easier to attack at least. And if we can manage to divert enough energy away from the spirit's core, even temporarily,
we might just be able to weaken it enough to steal the Renis Alma, which we can then use to seal it away forever. It won't be easy, but it's our only shot. Time to buckle up. Question for you. Let's say, knock on wood, everything turns out for the best.
What'll the world be like? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, I mean...
Looks like we've warped into that pit of astral energy.
Oh.
I wonder what Helganquil civilization was like at its zenith.
I can imagine that'd be something you'd take an interest in.
There's no question it must have been advanced, like none either world has ever seen. We could surely stand to learn a thing or two from such a people.
I get that you're itching to delve into its history, but we've got bigger fish to fry right now.
Put a pin in it, and you can do all the research you want when you retire.
I can think of worse things than a retirement dedicated to research. As for whether Rena is amenable to an aging specimen...
It's a little early to be giving it serious thought just yet.
A man can dream, though. A man can dream.
Oh, we didn't say there's anything wrong with dreaming.
In your case, Dohalim, dreams have a habit of spiraling into something else.
You'll need to stay with us for now, though. You're too helpful to let retire.
Why do I feel this is less of a compliment and more of an ultimatum?
Just a friendly suggestion.
Hey! Hey, I just realized something!
Is this about dinner last night? I didn't realize those ingredients were off.
What? No! I mean, wait, you fed us rotten food?
Rinwell, the point.
Oh, yeah, right. So I was thinking about those armored soldiers we've seen. There are regular Renans inside them, right?
Yeah, they're designed to make whoever's wearing them stronger. At least, I think that's the idea.
Right. So it kind of begs the question then, why are they made so huge?
I don't know, makes them more intimidating, I guess? Or maybe all that tech wizardry inside takes up a lot of space.
You don't think it's weird how the armored soldiers are the exact same height as the Helganquil?
Can't say I'd ever noticed it till now. And?
Connect the dots, Law!
Okay, let me get this straight. You think the armored suits might have originally been designed to allow Renans to work alongside the Helganquil?
Huh. But if that's true, what would that mean?
It would mean... just that, I guess. But still...
Not... hugely? Hey, Kisara, well, I've got you. What's on tonight's menu? Because I was thinking, maybe meat?
Get him, Hootle.
What did I do?
Oh, now you want to listen. Keep pecking, Hootle!
Ow, ow, ow! Seriously, what the hell?
This game is an asshole, actually.
You know, guys, when you think about it, we've taken out a lot of Zeugles. Like, a whole lot.
You can say that again. If one thing's for certain in this world, it's that wherever we go, we'll always end up bumping into them.
Isn't it weird that they're still so plentiful? You don't think the Renans have, like, a ranch where they breed them, do you?
Certainly in all of my years, I've never heard of them constructing such a massive facility on Dana, let alone up in Lenegis.
The only thing I can think of, then, is that the feral ones must be reproducing on their own.
There's also no organized effort on our part to hunt them down, so it's difficult to fully exterminate them.
Exterminate them? Whoa, don't you think that's maybe a little harsh?
What do you mean?
Zeugles originally used to be living creatures native to Dana and Rena, right? Being genetically modified isn't their fault.
You're right. Zeugles were only created because of us Renans. We altered the original creatures to suit our own ends.
First, people made Zeugles, and then we let them go. And now we're trying to kill them because they're a threat. They really have only seen the very worst, huh?
I hope we find a way to be able to live side by side with them one day.
It's a nice thought, but they attack towns and cities. What else are we supposed to do?
Aside from the strays that have gone wild, it's worth remembering that Renans are able to keep them somewhat under control.
If we had distinct territories that didn't overlap, that might reduce the danger they pose.
Well, I guess when you look at it that way, maybe people and Zeugles aren't so different after all.
Helganquil!
Guess they don't need their Red Woman disguises anymore.
Wait, can you understand us?
It's no use. We're not going to get through to them.
So they really are being controlled. In that case, we've got no choice.
I knew there was something off here!
They're not pulling punches. We have no choice but to beat them at their own game.
Fall into thy own death! Dragon War!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
The enemy builds on too.
You'll soon see about that!
So much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a complaint, I hear.
Nope, that is silly. I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Here I come!
Severing wind! I wish I could draw like you, Long.
You wish to learn my secrets, young mountain?
Don't get caught in the blast!
Please, teach me the art of defense.
You are Grandmaster Kisara for that.
This isn't looking good.
All disasters made one!
Here I come! Dragon Sword!
Reload!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Will this
Not a chance! Sword Rain Alpha!
Healing circle!
Thanks.
Here I go!
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you drowning?
In an instant! Impact Claw!
Alphen,
I can't forgive them for what they've done, but I hate killing them. They don't even know why they're fighting. How does that even make them any different from the Danan slaves?
Perhaps. However, if we don't make a choice, the guilt of not doing anything will be that much worse.
Yeah, I know. I hate for it to be like this. But if it happens again, you won't find me hesitating to act.
I wonder if we're going to get attacked again.
If we lose heart now, this whole mission is over. We have to stay the course.
I thought there'd be more dirt and rocks and stuff underneath the hollowed ocean, but it's all artificial.
I would imagine they're remnants left behind by the Helganquil. seeing as there's little actual land remaining.
It's incredible. Do you think it stretches all the way down to the center of the planet?
Hey, these guys built Lenegus, remember? They probably did this in a weekend.
If they had the power to create things like this, did they really only use those immense capabilities to serve the Great Spirit? Or rather, was that the only use the Great Spirit let them use their capabilities for? We haven't seen anyone here except Helgenquil. Looks like this place really is their home planet.
The true citizens of Rena. What a shame that they have become nothing more than puppets to the Great Spirit. To think of the promise their accomplishments once held. They had the potential to be great indeed.
Do you think we could have got along with them? You know, if we had met under different circumstances. Like
all of us, you mean? I suppose it's difficult to say for sure. We don't even know if they would see us as being on an equal level with them or not.
I think we may have had the chance once, before the Renan Great Spirit came along and changed everything.
You and Alphen both share an optimism. A strong willingness to believe in hope.
Do you think that's foolish?
On the contrary, I should like to take a leaf from your book myself. In Tragedy's Aftermath, hope is all we have.
Okay.
Just look at the size of that thing.
Don't get careless.
Here I come! Don't tell me!
It's over! These ones can run rings around us!
Thanks, Shield.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll be back. Here I come!
I'm all
Severing Wing! Here I come! I'm not done! It's now!
Annihilation! Searing
Rising
flame!
Spell!
Raging storm! Burning strike!
Glacier Spear.
Evil! Evil Hitcher!
Sword Rain out!
Quiver Dragon!
Rising Falcon!
Dragon
Form!
I'll crush you!
Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
First Mine!
Now! Mega
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
My turn!
Here!
Burn!
Flame of Fury!
Burn! Take this! Dragon
Here
Form!
I come!
I'm on it! Sword Rain Alpha!
Burning strike! That'll bring you down!
Dragon Form!
Do it!
Now Jihawk!
This one's got your name on it!
Action to action! Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
I wonder how the Renans avoided being mind-controlled like the Helgen.
Opening that.
Is this a dead end?
It appears this whole room functions as an elevator. That apparatus there is...
What the? Where did they come from?
Less worry, more action. Concentrate.
Dragon Swarm!
Airborne beast. My special.
On a roll now!
In a box! Pesky airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for you truly.
Eagle Fire! Here I come!
I'm all
Sword Rain Alpha!
Raging, here's the healing heart!
One's all mine! Sword Rain Alpha!
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
More sequels?
Keep calm and take them down.
Win!
Sleep now.
Roll now!
Prepare to be sealed! I'm not done! I'll take you all on! Here I come! Dragon Swarm! It's over! Take it! Win! Here I come!
You know what?
Now I'm real mad!
Dragon Swarm!
Now! Astral energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well done!
Here I come! You're on!
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life! My turn! Rising Dragon! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous Claw!
Enemies incoming! More corruption!
Then we'll take them down!
Here I come! This will come in handy. Go! Got leap now! Law! Get toasty!
Burn Strike! Not more!
Glacial Spear! Here's Evil!
Ignite! Burn!
Freeze Lance!
Mirage! No further! Whirlwind Dragon Swarm! Do it!
Get toasty!
Burn Strike!
Right!
Severing Wind!
Take it!
Mirage!
One more!
Sword Rain Alpha!
This one's mine!
Dragon Swarm! Don't leave! Hey! Blow them away! More! Stardust! I'm on it! Talon Hurricane!
Eagle Fly!
Ignite! Watch this!
Hear my call!
Mirage! Armor won't save you! Here I come!
Amazing.
Dragon Swarm!
Do it!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alvin!
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you!
Rising Battle! It's time! You shouldn't have messed with me!
Here's evil!
No escape! Rising Falcon!
Where are you going?
You're mine! Severing Wind!
Get out of there with the others!
Mirage! Dragon Swarm! Can't lay a finger on more! Take this! Take it down! Severing Wind! Here I come! Catch! Stardust!
Rain down! Glacial Spear! Here's evil!
No escape! I'm on it! Sword Rain Alpha! Not today! Dragon Swarm!
Astral energy! Full throttle! A flawless victory!
Win!
Naturally! Law! Get toasty!
Burn Strike! Not a chance!
There! How's this?
Rising Falcon! Mega Sonic Thrust! You're mine! We're cleaning house! You're finished! Dragon Swarm!
I never miss!
Smash you! Dragon Swarm!
Annihilation!
Eat this! I'm on it!
Sleep now!
Don't leave! Hey! Throw them away!
Here,
No!
do it!
You shouldn't have
Phase
messed
one.
with me!
Come forth!
You're mine!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Here, let me
Now!
help! Here's the...
Severing Wind! Okay, here I go!
Air thrust!
That was a little close for comfort.
Even in such a harsh environment as this, there are still creatures here?
You think they're native to Rena? Or could they... Maybe Zoogle somehow.
Whatever they are, they're dangerous. Watch yourselves around them. You think that pit stretches all the way to Rena's...
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Severing Wind!
It got me in this suck. These things really get on my nerves. I never miss.
Got flyers!
I've got this. Let him mark me.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous Claw! Here I go! Sword Rain Alpha! And go in! Hey! Throw them away! Not a chance! Sword Rain Alpha! Chill!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Elvin.
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you. Now, astral energy.
Say no more! I'm even stronger than before.
No holding back.
This will be a piece of cake! Can't get out of this!
Did that help at all?
Now or never.
Don't give up. Radiant Blast.
Just getting started! Talon
I'll bring you
Hurricane!
back from death's abyss. Resuscitation. They're attacking. Let me help.
Not done yet!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Pummeling to me! It's time to I'm on a roll now! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Hear me, flame of fury!
Too slow!
Burning strike!
I'm on it!
Blood!
I'm on it! The flame inside is yours to be left free! Watch this! Break the tear!
Gemini Optic! Maelstrom! There!
Go! I'm on it!
I'm all stopped up!
You're done!
Annihilation!
Over solo dance! Lightning strike!
Glacial Spear! Pierce evil!
You're mine!
Sleep now!
First strike!
Radiant Pierce!
Eat this!
You're really strong out there!
I'm just trying to do the best I can.
Still, it's reassuring to have you around. As impressive as always.
Well, I hope that wasn't true.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever. I've never seen Xion actually look flustered.
Glacial Spear! Eat this! Demon Blade! Solo dance! Finish it! Xion!
Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Well, am I improving?
Tremendously. The speed and precision of your aim is simply unmatched.
I had no idea you were watching me so closely.
Kami
No holding back.
This'll be a piece of cake! Dragon Swarm! Dragon Swarm! Can't get out of this!
Don't fear me! Feel searing flame!
you fuck.
I'm not done yet! Here I come!
Lightning orb!
Dragon Swarm! Take it! I'll finish you here and now! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade! See that?
That training's paying off.
That's enough! The flame inside is yours to be let free!
Prepare to be sealed, though, Lisa's foot. Actually, perhaps found is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Lightning can now! Shigara! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
I'll heal
My
you all!
turn.
Light as turn!
Solo dance!
Dragon
Swarm! These fists have got your name on them! Ignite!
Sorry.
Oh, you are gonna pay for that! Sword Rain Alpha! I'm on it! Swallow dance! You're finished!
Still got some fight left in me.
Here I come! Dragon Swarm!
Radiant Sword!
Here I come! What a relief! No escape!
Radiant
I'm sorry to be a bother.
We've all got enough.
Yes, ma'am! Dragon Swarm! No further! I'm not coming! Dragon Swarm! And more of this and I'll burn out! Dragon Swarm! Dragon Swarm! I'll smash you! Dragon Swarm! Dragon Storm! You're mine! You're mine! Not today! Hurricane! Dragon Storm!
Malevolence! Arctic Waterfall!
Welcome ring!
Lunar Corrosion! Freeze Lancer! That'll bring you down! Outstanding!
These fists have got your name on them! Dragon Swarm!
Lunar Corruption!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Score!
Here, let me help. All
Can't get
disasters
out of
are
this.
saved! Come forth, the helix of purity! One more! Mega Red!
Don't give up! Anything in armor is all mine!
Bring you back from death. Get 12!
I've let you all down.
Hold it together.
Dragon
You are no more playing nice! Kizora, go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Hey, anyone else think this might be a touch too dangerous?
Ridwell's right. We should fall back to regroup and try again later.
Looks like some solid equipment. Whoa!
Oh god.
Brace yourself! This one's tough! Try hard not to chance! No escape!
As if the normal creepy crawlies aren't disgusting enough.
Get on it!
Not done! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Dragon Swarm!
Now I'm in the groove! Shouldn't have messed with me! Let's tear him up!
Dragon Swarm!
This one keeps
Charging us!
That's what my shield's for! Get behind me! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Ada weakness.
Lightning orb!
You're mine!
More where that came
Dragon
from!
Swarm! Ignite!
Dragon
Swarm!
I don't know what I would do without you.
In the groove!
Perhaps now isn't the time?
Try harder! Now! Dragon Swarm!
I'll heal you all!
Sword Rain Alpha! I could do without you. Hey, is this it?
Don't give up!
Fuck.
That did it.
I can't heal you forever!
I owe you. Thanks, Shira.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll do better. Dragon Swarm! Explosive ring!
There you go! Don't let up!
You shouldn't have messed with me!
Sleep now! That'll bring you down! This'll come in handy!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Remember to tell me if you need healing.
I expect you'll be... These structures don't look like anything built by the Renans, or even what we saw in the Forbidden Zone.
Perhaps this is the true architectural style of the Helganquil. Or perhaps the opposite, given their situation.
You mean like how some places favor building stuff with stone, while others rely on wood?
That's an interesting way of looking at it. I'll have to inquire with Hevrek 35 about it sometime.
This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
And more of this can all burn out.
Dragon Swarm! Swallow dance!
That fucking is driving me mad.
Blind freak! Let me just sit still!
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done! Glacial Spear! Here's evil! Do it!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
See that?
That training's paying off!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah! And the puzzle to me!
Get toasty!
Burn strike!
My turn! Rising Starkest! Sword Rain Alpha! Say no more. Got.
Well done. Into the shadow. Right. It's showtime. That'll bring you down. Do it. Leon, astral energy. Full throttle.
Now, you're mine.
Dragon Scatter! Inferno Punch!
Burning strike. Glacial spear. Do it. Astral energy.
Say no more.
You sure showed them.
All in a day's work.
Ow. That's bad. I mean,
Is it just me, or...
No holding back.
Take this.
This'll be a piece of cake!
Okay, here I go. Try this.
Should have met me!
might have to go back.
Not done yet. You're mine. No escape. No, can't end here.
There you go! I feel like now I'm in the groove! Dragon Swarm! Inferno Punch!
I can't heal you forever. That'll bring you down. Now, astral energy.
Say no more. Got it.
Well done.
Dragon Swarm. Here I come.
Burning.
Take this. Sword Rain Alpha.
Do it. Xion, astral energy. Full throttle.
Now.
Stars of light.
Rising Focus. Burn. Mirage. Sword Rain Alpha.
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Oh, wow. Ah, fuck me. I wanna TP. Ah, fuck. I'm out. I will do side quest.
We finally made it.
I have no money.
You can never be too prepared. But did we have to spend so much?
I think there's someone in trouble here.
Well,
Sup, what you want?
yeah. Hey. Yeah. Job.
I can't. Thanks.
Siapa yang gitu terus?
Where's this guy?
Huh? Well.
All right.
Got it.
Maksudnya John Cena ya. Sekali hacker John Cena gagal.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Is this the barrier that's keeping the Zoogle in that Nath mentioned?
Looks like it. Our Zoogle pal should be on the other side.
This barrier is weird. It looks old and half-finished. Plus, he said it was okay to break.
I mean, we won't need it anymore once the Zoogle's gone, right? So what does it matter? Did they really think that barrier was enough for a Zoogle like that?
It was. That thing was sturdier than you give it credit for.
Really? So that's the Zoogle, huh? This should be a piece of cake.
Don't get careless, Law.
Think we can take that thing?
No way. Forget about it.
53.
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
I'm on it. I'll tear you apart. You're mine. Swallow dead. Now is it blue?
Not in your dreams.
Hit him where it hurts most.
It looks like you got this one covered.
Fall back into defense.
Glad you had your uses.
Can't move. Don't show you how useful I can be.
Who cares? Pluto, I'll bring you back from death.
Listen, I didn't realize.
So that's the Zoogle, huh? This should be a piece of cake.
Don't get careless, Law.
I've got a bad feeling about this one.
Me too.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Don't mind if I do. Is it hot? Just back it out again.
I'm just getting started. Hit him where it hurts most. No armor can stop me.
Remind me to stay on your good side.
It's over. I'm just getting started. Dragon form.
Will this help?
Rip and tear. Stay away from my friend.
I'll bring you back from death.
Dragon, that freaking does it.
Back into
Dragon form. Ready and ready.
I'll heal you all. That's gonna smart.
Right.
Healing Champion Swirl. Need to pull myself together.
Now I'm in the groove. I can carve through armor.
Raging Cascade. Close one. It's in the
I'll
sky.
make you here and now.
An astral arc?
That's my cue.
Shut him down.
Dragon form.
Feel like so much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a complaint.
No, that isn't silly.
Lightning.
These fists have got your name on them.
Raging Cascade. Outer ammo.
Dead.
Will this help?
Talon
What the fire?
Now you talk.
Healing light.
Dragon
I know you, Tion. Healing is what my arts do best.
Okay.
All mine can do is cause havoc and destruction.
Take this. Dragon form. Denied.
Water, hear my call.
Take this.
Blah, blah, blah. Freeze Lancer. Blah, blah, blah. Here, let me have it. Blah, blah, blah.
Throbs in pain.
Freeze Lancer.
Dragon
Searing outstanding form.
We've all got enough on our plates.
Here I come! I'll smash you!
Annihilation! In here!
Oh, you are gonna pay for that! Run! Crumble! Solid sword!
Back from Death's Abyss.
Here you go! I feel like me again!
Resuscitation!
Can't get out of this!
Nothing gets by me!
Still got some fight left in me.
Take this! Swallow dance!
Here's a healing art.
Dragon form!
Lightning Arc!
Eagle assault!
Dance in the wind!
It's finished!
Let's do it!
Dragon form! Risen hand! Try this!
Supernova!
Across the ring!
Luna Blast!
I'll let you all down. You'll pay for that!
Get on in there with
Dragon form!
Bring you back
You
from
picked the
Death's
wrong
Abyss.
fight!
Champion Swirl!
Dragon form!
Razor Cyclone! Celestial Runner! Healing Circle! There you go! Don't let up!
Perhaps now isn't the time?
In a bind, it's over! I'll let you all down. Okay, here I go.
I'll bring you back from Death's
Raging
Abyss.
Cascade!
I can't move!
Don't leave!
Didn't see.
Raging Storm!
I don't even know the word defeat.
Celestial Runner!
What the fuck? Lol, you dumbass.
Here I
Annihilation! Champion Art Expert coming through!
Dragon form!
Celestial Runner!
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire!
This one's mine!
I'll bring you back from Death's Abyss.
Dragon form!
Raging Storm! Celestial Runner!
Dragon form!
Ice Cloud! Here! Razor Cyclone!
Here, let me help!
Celestial Runner!
Felt fine not too long ago.
Back into the fray!
This
Not in
one's
your
all
dreams!
mine. Dragon form!
Solid Storm!
Anything in armor is all.
What's this? Mega Ray! Annihilation!
Escape! Burn!
What's this? Annihilation!
Dragon form! Super swallow dance!
In here!
Sword alpha!
Do it!
Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade!
Magic
Dragon
is
form!
Field! Into the shadows!
Dragon
You all touched away!
Inferno punch!
Champion Swirl! I never think! It looks like you got this recovered!
Here I come!
Searing Tempest! And Nextar's Will!
Oh.
Here! Art Shield!
You're mine!
Thanks so much! I'll pick
Dragon
you up!
form! Talon hurricane!
What would I do without you? It's about to strike! Here!
Look sharp, everyone!
Here I go! Go! Gravitas Field!
Try harder! My turn!
Raging Cascade!
Super swallow dance!
Here! Hurricane! Gravitas Field! Hit!
Try harder! Not a chance! Take this!
Champion Swirl!
Glacial
You're
Spear.
mine! Let me see what I can do!
Celestial Razor!
This one's all mine!
Razor Cyclone!
Dragon form!
Celestial Runner! Searing Flame! Reload!
Burn in hell! Crumble! Dragon form! Try
Raging
this!
Aqua! Mega
Let them march fucking right!
Annihilation! Mega Ray!
Let you all down.
What the fuck? This is fucking dumbass bitch. Would die.
I can't
Here
lose.
I come! No further! I'm not...
Pile. Take care of resuscitation!
Forgive me. This is my can't move!
Another ammo!
Feel my weary companion! Dragon form!
Annihilation!
Cure! Talon hurricane! Risen hand! Another incantation ruined!
ability to survive.
Right. No one is dying on our watch.
I'm not done! Hurricane! Feel my weary content. Glimmer, I'm on a roll now!
He's trying to take us out.
Well, I won't go quiet! Big blast! Try harder! Not a chance! Resonate with Dragon Swarm! The flame inside is yours!
Oh my god.
I couldn't make it in time.
Try harder! My turn!
What was I thinking?
Take this! Dragon Swarm! Eat this!
Now it's...
Leave the charges to me! Dragon Swarm!
Fluidity of your... Simply incredible.
By the power of blood!
It's in your hands now.
Resuscitation! You're bruised all over. Did you even notice?
Guess I got carried away.
I'm not always going to be around to heal you, you know. It's weakened!
This ends now! Dragon Swarm!
Here's a heat surge! First aid!
Reflect on that.
Can't be happening!
You.
Stay away from my friends! Dragon Swarm!
Watch yourself. I sense incredible power.
The flame inside me yearns to be let free! Here you go! Try hard, not a chance!
And you're dead, baby. And tonight's meal is on you. You got it.
What to make?
Dragon Swarm! Armor won't save you! Here I come! Elusive deity! Now I'm real mad!
I'm kidding.
Stalagmite! Air pressure! Stalagmite! Dragon Swarm!
I'll heal you all!
No! It can't end here!
Whoops. Don't heal me. Let's
Don't give up!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Shall not be forgotten. Benediction light.
Oh my god. I don't.
Not done yet!
Burning strike! Glacial spear! Here's the evil!
Elusive
Can't be
deity!
happening!
Dragon Swarm! Pile driver!
Why are you dying is off?
I can feel... Medicine working! Annihilation! That
Such
move!
unadulterated fury.
Here comes the big one! Try hard, not a chance! Dragon Swarm! Elusive deity!
Tiger blade!
Tornado drive! Try hard, not a chance! No further! Dragon Swarm!
One final push.
Let's finish this off!
I'll do my best not to disappoint.
Dragon Swarm! No! Can't it?
You have to hold on!
Air pressure!
Igneous discharge!
Stalagmite!
Grounding power!
Forgive me.
Ah.
Look sharp! The power of light! All right, let me at him! Not like this!
Fuck it. Reset.
crap, oh crap!
Oh man, I hope I live long enough to regret this.
I owe you one.
If it hides, just smash it out again. Here's the evil.
Aim for the diva. Watch this. It's on. Dragon Form. I can carve through armor. Can't get out of this. Now I can let loose. Dragon Form. Now you know. Can't end here.
Don't give up. Freeze laser.
All good things come to an end.
Resuscitation. Gale force.
Not done yet.
That's fun. Magic is there.
Dragon Form.
Freeze laser. You get the gist. And
Dragon Form.
all disasters made one. Come forth and heal and subdue. Here, let me help. First aid.
Dragon Form. First strike.
The enemy wields arcs too.
You'll soon see about that.
Dragon Form.
Roll now. Lightning arm. Spread. Banana. Let's go. Here's the evil.
Talon Storm. Explosive ring.
Freeze lightning arm. Raging cascade.
Dragon Form.
Roll now. In here. First aid.
Okay, prepare to be seen.
That'll bring you down.
Dragon Form.
Light astral energy.
No further. First strike. Talon Hurricane. Burn.
Let's tear 'em up.
Eagle Assault. Explosive ring. Here I come.
Not my fight.
Stay away from my friend. Thanks.
Healing is what my arts do best. All mine can do is cause havoc and destruction. Not on my watch.
Ready and
Out of
ready.
ammo. There you go. Roll it up.
Take this. Dragon Form. Done. Roll now. You're mine. Talon Hurricane. Dragon Form. Inferno Punch. Is this it?
Don't leave me.
What?
Not
Hear
done
my
yet.
call. Seal. Spread.
Dragon Form.
Here's evil. I'll bring you back from death to sword. A banana. Let's
Now,
go.
while it's reeling.
Take it down.
Not done yet. Explosive ring.
Razor, not on my watch.
Dragon Form.
Here,
Storm. Try this.
Lightning arm. More where that came from. Raging cascade.
You'll pay for that. Dragon Form. It's on.
Gale force. Purge malevolence. Magic
What?
Sam. Freeze
Dragon
laser.
Form.
You get the gist. Air drop.
Eat this.
Photon flash. Healing global.
You're mine. Dragon Form. I'm on it.
Gale force.
I'll tear you apart.
Freeze laser. Hold on to your
Dragon
horse.
Form.
Here I come. Air thrust.
Now you see what I can do.
It looks like you guys didn't recover.
Finish you here
I'm
and now.
sparkling stars of light. Rain down.
Dragon Form.
Thanks so much.
Burn.
Lunar corruption.
Off my focus.
Here, let me help. Dance to
Dragon
first
Form.
aid. Here's evil. Magic is there. Freeze laser.
I don't know.
Here's a healing arc.
Here I come.
First aid.
Dragon Form.
I'll bring you back
Can't
from
get
death
out
to
of
bit.
this.
You're bruised all over. Did you even notice?
Guess I got carried away.
I'm not always going to be around to heal you, you know.
Dragon Form. Talon Hurricane. Now I'm in the groove. Dragon Form. You are gonna pay for that.
I've let you all down.
Any more of this and I'll burn out.
smart.
It's time.
Can't see happen.
Yeah, we set again.
Think we... You can take that thing?
No way. Forget about it.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Laser spear. Here's the evil. The flashing through their weak point.
Try this.
Freeze Lancer.
This one's all mine.
It looks like you got this one covered. I'll leave you all.
No. Can't end here.
Don't give up.
What the fuck? One hit. Vinwell.
Yikes! Don't make eye contact. Act with it. Looks like trouble with a capital T.
Together, we've got this. Dragon Swarm.
If it hides, dispatch it out again. Oh,
Dragon Swarm.
Rain down. Go for the weak point.
Carve through.
There you go. Don't let up.
Here I come. Dragon. Eagle Assault.
There you go. I feel like the enemy wields arts too.
You'll soon see about that.
Dragon Swarm. Talon Storm. Ignite. Dragon Swarm.
Outstanding form.
Eagle Assault. Explosive ring.
In a vine.
Here, let me help. Lightning hit. Hold on to your eyes. Here I am.
Dragon Swarm.
I'll tear you apart. Far beyond the darkest sky.
Dragon Swarm.
Wall now.
Super Swallow
Action.
Hurricane.
Let me show you what's
Dragon Swarm.
Roll now. And be done. Celestial Runner. It looks like you got this one covered.
Dragon Swarm.
Lightning.
Try this. Explosive ring! Let's tear him up! It's finished!
Let's do it!
Crumble! Now I'm in the groove!
Here, let me help.
Sword Lane Alpha!
Hold on to your arm. Here I come. Hey, Glimmer Dragon! Seal!
Dragon Form!
Let's get you all tucked away.
Dragon
Out of
Shell!
ammo!
Dragon
Right
Tail!
there!
Dragon Form! Eagle Assault!
Don't mind if I do. Mega Ray!
Eagle Dive!
Amazing. Up and at 'em. Let's go! Mega Ray!
Eat this!
Celestial!
You're done!
Mega Ray!
Dragon Form!
First aid! Light Astral Raging Cascade! Sweet
Dragon
Power!
Form! Rip and tear! Dragon Form!
Alright, it's showtime!
First strike! Easter!
Nice while
Dragon Form! Almost there! Try this!
Freeze Lancer! Blah, blah, blah.
Oh, now you're talking! Almost there! Here I come!
My walk.
Dragon Form!
Thunder Field!
Dragon Form! You'll pay for that!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Dragon Form!
Not too long ago.
What's this?
I've still got some fight left in me. Personal Field! Arctic Waterfall!
You're done!
Freeze Lancer!
Not done!
Field! Flame of Fury! Get on in there with the others!
Dragon Form!
Here's Eagle!
Rip and tear! Now I'm in the groove! Eagle Assault!
Magic is there!
Explosive ring!
In here! First aid! Get on in there with the others!
Dragon Form!
In here!
Flame carved through earth to be let free!
Searing flame! Fire!
Burn in hell!
Reload! Who cares?
Dragon
I'm
Form!
Pluto.
Stay away from my friends!
To accomplish. This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
I'll bring you back from Death's Abyss.
Dragon Form!
I'll heal you all.
Explosive ring!
That's the spot. Can't be happening.
I'll finish you here!
Sleep now.
Dragon Form!
What?
Fuck, I'll die already.
Ready to go. Far beyond the darkest sky. I hold on to you.
Here comes something big!
Try to dodge.
Okay, here I go. Its armor's too strong. Then I'll split it open! Be my guest! I'll finish you here and now! Eagle Assault! I'll finish you here! My turn!
You get the gist. This one's mine.
Dragon Form! First strike! Armor won't save you!
Get on in there with the others.
This one's all mine! Try this!
I'll heal you
Come on,
all.
roll now! Explosive ring! Eagle Assault!
It's weakened.
This ends now! What's this?
Lightning. Sleep now.
I owe you one.
Here's a healing hard one.
Not today!
First aid.
Dragon Form! Ready and ready!
All good things come to an end.
Take this!
I'll tear you apart!
Let you all down.
This one's up here. Let me help.
Dragon
First
Form!
aid. Too much to handle? Glacial Storm.
Take this!
Air thrust. Lancer. The enemy is going all out.
Here comes the big one!
Lunar blast.
Try hard, not a chance!
I'll be saving this one.
I'm on it!
Talon Hurricane.
Now I'm in the cage! Try hard, not a chance! Soaring Light Spear!
Thunder Beat.
I'm just getting started! Take this! Oh, you are gonna pay for that! I'll smash you! What's this? Dragon Form! I'm on it! The flame inside me is yours to be let free!
Still got some fight left in me.
I can't move!
damn it.
Thanks, Shia.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry.
Can't be happening. Dragon form. Almost it.
I hope this is nice and
Pluto.
Healing circle. Dragon form. Talon Hurricane. Now you see what I can do. I'm on mission to it. Whirlwind snap. Dragon form.
I'll bring you back
Burn.
from death to this.
Lost my focus. Dragon swarm.
Resuscitation! Radiant light!
Oh, and
Let the marksman handle this.
I still got some fight left in me. Here's a healing. The enemy is going all
I
out.
owe you one. It's gonna attack.
Right, watch out.
Try harder. Now, Inferno Punch. I'm on a roll now. Talon Hurricane. Try hard. My turn.
3. I'll heal you all.
Dragon Shout. Glimmer Dragon. Eagle Exosa. Try harder. Dragon Swarm. I'll smash you.
Still got some fight left in me.
The finishing blow. You'll need to beat me to it, kid. I'll take on that challenge. The flame inside me yearns to be let free.
Pluto. Healing circle.
Now. Let loose.
Mega ray.
You're mine.
Whirlwind snap. Go get it. Raging hurricane.
Burn.
By the power of blood.
Dragon Swarm.
Take this.
Try
Here's
this.
a healing answer. Blah, blah, blah. In here.
This one's mine.
Get on over
I
together.
can carve through armor.
Hey.
Dragon Swarm.
It's showtime. Here's a healing
Dragon
answer.
Swarm. That's no further. I'll rip it through.
Can't be happening.
What? Why the fuck are you casting me, ya bit?
Astral energy.
Not my finest.
One at a time. Sweet now.
Dragon Swarm.
Maybe this one. Radiant Thunderblade. Now I'll bring you back from death. Raging Cascade.
Try harder.
In
Dragon
here.
Swarm.
Burn. More for the death. Shine.
Dragon Swarm. Now or never.
Talon Hurricane.
Explosive ring. Burn.
Now
In a bind, it's pinned down.
Raging Cascade.
Dragon
Here's
Swarm.
the evil. Fresh. Malevolent. Blah, blah, blah.
Die,
Magic
motherfucker.
Explosive ring.
Here.
Talon Hurricane.
We're not playing around. Astral energy. Full throttle.
Shit.
Huh? What's a letter doing in a place like this?
Hell if I know. I highly doubt that Zoogle was trying to guard it. Still, somebody must have left it for some... Law.
Huh? What's up?
Bapaknya.
Something up?
Oh,
It's from my old man.
yeah.
My dear son, I wonder how things will be between us by the time you read this.
In any case, I first want to congratulate you on all that you've accomplished. Making it this far requires a strong body, fine technique, an unwavering spirit, and most of all, friends that you can count on. If you have all of that, then I, as your father, have nothing to worry about. Those things together will always keep you on the right path. That brings me to what I really wish to discuss with you. As with all of us, there will someday come a time when you'll be a grown man who can and must think and act for himself. Whether you'll live in a world where blood will no longer be spilled between Dahnans and Renans, or when that day arrives, nobody can say. But even if peace still eludes us then, you'll have to decide how to live in this world. Listen to others with an open heart, but don't be swept away by their words. Always live on your terms. One more thing. If I ever see you again, I hope to say this to you in person, but neither of us knows what tomorrow may bring. Know this. Whatever you think of me and what I've done, your mother and I love you very, very much.
And there's nothing in this whole world that will ever change that. Your father, Zephyr.
Zephyr.
I can't believe he's only telling me all this after he's gone. What am I supposed to do with this?
Zephyr once told me that living freely meant being your own master. I think he wanted to make sure you know how he felt one way or another. What you do with that knowledge is up to you.
But that still doesn't explain why his father left that letter for him here, of all places.
Don't forget, we were led to this place. We may well get some answers if we go back to the source of all this.
So hot. I wish we had snow.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Hey.
Hey.
I guess... No way. Damn.
All right.
This is...
Thanks.
Nice. Two equipment. Oh, what? Oh. And where's the zone? Can we use the app? I guess not.
Always good to be back in familiar territory. Hey.
Yes.
All right.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle?
I never realized before just how hot this place is. It's like being inside a fire.
You're only just noticing? Ah, yes, forgive me. The whole lack of sensory feedback situation.
That's the one. It's hard to believe I once worked in this soup, let alone helped spearhead a revolution.
And all with the mask concealing your face. It must have been very grimy beneath that.
Back then, we had our plates full enough dealing with constant abuse from our Renan overlords. It never occurred to me the air itself was oppressive in its own way. My head's spinning just with the effort it takes to walk.
I think that's called heat stroke. You might want to take a sip of water.
You mean that water that's been festering under the sun for days? I wouldn't chance it without boiling it first.
Oh, I know! I'll go to the dock and fetch us some clean water.
Water alone won't suffice. You'll need to ensure his sodium levels are replenished as well.
In that case, let's see if we can rustle up some rock salt. Alphen, you go cool off in the shade for a while. Shion, stay and keep an eye on him.
And then there were two.
Bit of an overreaction, but it's still kind of them.
Maybe it's not the time, but this place brings back memories.
I know what you mean. We're back where it all started.
You don't ever regret meeting me sometimes, do you?
Are you kidding? You started all of this. Bringing down the wall, retrieving my sense of self. I have no regrets.
Welcome back, Law. Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
You okay, Law? You seem kind of quiet.
I'm fine. Just feels a little weird returning home now that my dad's not here, I guess. Oh man, sorry. I didn't mean to bum you out too.
So I guess that means you'll be visiting your dad's grave while you're here. Right, Law?
His grave? What are you, nuts? There is no grave. The Rena would only destroy it the moment they found it.
Back before Calaglia was liberated, dead slaves would be dumped in mass burial sites. Either that or thrown on top of a bonfire. We got used to cremating our own to deny them the pleasure. Then we'd sprinkle the ashes from high up as a way of returning them to the motherland.
It's all we could do. That's the ceremony we had when my mom died, too.
But that was back then, right? Calaglia is liberated now. There's nothing to stop you from raising a true grave anymore.
I suppose you've got a point. Once you've been doing something for generations, though, it sort of begins to take root. It's a tradition of its own now.
My dad wouldn't want that anyway. Cheap and simple, he'd say. Besides, I can't treat him differently than my mom. They might not end up meeting on the other side.
I hadn't thought of it like that. Wow, imagine. The two of them reunited. Back home where they belong. They're probably watching over us right now. At one with great Dana. There's something almost poetic about it.
That's why I can't afford to screw up. If I know my pops, something as paltry as death won't stop him from coming to box my ears. Still, better than being left alone, I guess. Better than never knowing. You hear that, Dad? I'll make you proud. You'll see.
Oh, okay.
Did we really just spend...
Ah, shit.
Not much money?
Hey, she's pretty cute.
Who are you looking at? Quit gawking and let's go.
Ow!
Hey, Right.
Hi.
Oh, great. Good.
Night.
But this...
Wow.
Yes.
Oh.
Amazing.
Nice work. Thanks.
Yeah.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Yeah! What? Yeah!
Mana bagus. What did I get? Plus uniform.
We avoided getting roasted in that ring. What we could really use is something to cap this off.
Sure. Got any ideas on what would be good?
Mabo curry. Fried bread stuffed with curry.
You'd probably buy out the whole stock.
Hey, Alfred. What do you think of that chick over there?
Doesn't look like she really works out.
I'm not talking about her muscles, you dummy!
Where's the book? What? There it is.
Hoo hoo. Hoo. Hoo hoo hoo. Look, Poodle.
What level is that?
What? Your buddies.
Right.
What? Wedding?
Saxleo Temple. Isn't that where Shion was being held?
Hey, Law. Been training?
Yeah, I guess I got a little carried away. You think this is bad, you should see the state of my underwear.
Yeah. A word of advice. You might want to refrain from mentioning that stuff around girls.
Ones without a military history especially.
Man, can you imagine Rinwell's face? She'd have a nervous breakdown.
I meant in general, but you sure mention her a lot, you know.
Huh? Oh, you know, she's always there, even when you least expect it. Springs to mind easily.
Either that, or maybe some part of you is subconsciously always wishing she was there.
May the trials and tribulations of young romance never change.
Romance? Like I'd be interested in that know-it-all tomboy. I'm more about mature women. Someone more like Kisara.
You know, I used to be a tomboy too when I was Rinwell's age.
Look, it's not tomboys I have anything against. But come on, you've got to admit she can be a lot to handle.
Hey, I miss anything? What's all the fuss about?
Rinwell.
Thunderblade!
Ah! What the hell was that for?
A little birdie told me you were speaking about me behind my back. Whew!
From the looks of it, I'd say you've got yourself a rival.
It wouldn't be called the Spring of Youth without a little storm every now and then.
Hey, Shion. How are you and Alphen getting on these days?
That's a little out of the blue. Why do you ask?
Sorry, it's just... I don't know, I'm just curious, I guess. I mean, a lot's changed now he's got his senses back and all.
I suppose you're right. Well, to tell you the truth, if he'd been the way he is now back when I'd first met him, I probably wouldn't have gotten this involved. But then, if we hadn't met like we did, then I never would have experienced these feelings, so... I guess... it's complicated.
I can imagine. I know it's not the same thing, but... I know what it feels like to have someone you love who's out of reach.
Because of Miguel.
Alphen's still alive. It's not too late, you know. And after all, who can say what the future holds?
Besides, touch isn't everything. I've never touched you, Shion. But that doesn't stop you from knowing that I care about you, right?
That's true. But I do remember back when we first met, you made it plenty clear you weren't my biggest fan.
But that was a long time ago. There were lots of things I didn't understand back then. Not that that's the point.
Don't worry, I'm only teasing. I know what you mean. Thank you. And you're right. There are ways to convey your feelings besides just touching.
I'll say, cooking immediately springs to mind. And if it's someone's favorite dish, all the better. If there's something on your mind that you want to tell him, why not try appealing directly to his stomach?
You might just have a point. I'll give it a shot.
Uh-oh. If it's Alphen's palate you're appealing to, that doesn't bode well for the rest of us.
Well, friendship is about being supportive. Sometimes we just have to do our best and take one for the team, right?
Even after staying here, we
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
I never thought about this.
Nah, shit. Oh. Don't worry then.
We finally made it.
Oh. just great.
Cheers!
Cheers! What? Nice try, you two. Better luck next time.
Never.
Wait.
I couldn't catch.
Oh no. This is just like what.
I'm alone.
What can I do to get her to snap out of it? Oh, I've got it!
Alvin?
Shion, you're not alone. You've got all of us. And it wasn't just one bouquet either. There's also this one from me. So please, we'll fight this together.
You dummy! That's not what I was upset about. How many times do I need to tell you not to blindly rush into things? That said, it does even if your bouquet is just a weapon named after one.
I'm just glad I could help. And I made another one to go with it, so it wouldn't be lonely either.
You never cease to amaze me, Alphen.
Ah.
Feeling better now, Shion?
Wow. Yeah. Puzzle.
I'm sorry I lost my cool like that.
Don't worry. It's not like I have any room for criticism.
Being a grown-up isn't easy, is it?
Yes.
Excuse me!
Hey.
Really now?
What?
I see. Agreed.
Very nice.
Okay. This is,
Dohalim? The line of...
6 yes. Let's and
Researchers is getting longer.
Perhaps I should have put more thought into this before accepting. A 6-armed giant. Is this the Zoogle from the request?
level 54.
Brace yourself! This one's tough! Try harder! Try harder!
This is gonna need all of us together!
Oh,
Don't give up!
hey. Reset.
What's that huge Zoogle over there?
Bam. Come with.
Oh, man. I hope I live long enough to regret this.
I owe you one.
This is gonna need all of us together! Freeze Lancer!
Aim for the weak spot. Now I can... Try harder! Dragon Swarm!
Primed and ready!
Try harder!
So much for
sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a complaint.
Nope, that is silly. Take this! Glimmer Dragon! These fists have got your name on them! Here I come! Dragon Control! Now I'm in the groove!
Healing circle now.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Dragon shout! What's this? Eagle assault!
I'll stop its charge.
Thanks, Kisara. Freeze Lancer! In here! Outstanding form!
Dragon Swarm! Burn! Dragon Swarm! Roll now!
What would I do now?
Burn! Rip and tear!
In here!
Come on, roll
Blaze of
now!
Spear! Pierce Evil!
Talon Hurricane!
Freeze Lancer! Wind Astral Energy! Banana!
You're mine!
Dragon
Dragon Swarm! Inferno Blast! Eagle Assault!
Steel! Raging Cascade!
Dragon Swarm!
Lunar Corruption! Lunar Blast!
Eat this!
Lava Power!
Try hard not again!
Freeze Lancer!
Eagle Assault! Dragon Swarm!
Healing Circle! This will come in handy!
Can't it?
Shit.
Here!
Don't leave me!
Here and now! Dragon Swarm! Okay.
I'll be saving
I'll
this
finish
one!
you here and now!
One more time!
Here I come!
Let me help!
Crumble!
Lightning
Dragon
Rain!
Swarm! Go! I feel like me again!
Oh,
Burning Strike! The flames will roar! Burning Roar!
Frickin'
Burn
done it!
Dragon
Dragon Swarm!
Steel!
Eat this!
I'll heal you all!
Talon Hurricane!
Healing
Not my
Circle!
finest!
Stars of Light!
You'll pay for
Rain
that!
down and this one's mine!
It's on!
I'll bring you back from death now!
Here I come!
handy!
Dragon
Resuscitation!
Swarm!
Will this help?
Eat
Gale
this!
Force!
Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down! Lightning Descent!
Try this! Swallow dead!
Glacial Spear!
Silver
Pure
Ring!
Evil!
Thanks!
Freeze Lancer!
Dragon Swarm! I'm on it! Can't get out of this!
Enough!
Anything normal is all mine!
By the power of water! Lightning!
Eat this!
Lightning!
For you, Ken!
Miss Marach itu
Ken here!
Don't give up!
No escape!
Tempest! Hurricane! Thanks for the healing.
Watch yourself, okay?
Yeah, you too.
I'll finish you here and now!
oh no.
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Watch this! Dragon
Bring you
Swarm!
back from death's abyss.
First strike! Now or never!
Resuscitation!
It was nice
Here,
while
let
it
me help.
lasted.
Dragon
Swarm!
Smart.
I'm on a roll now! Now you see what I can do!
Now, do it! Astral Energy!
Say no more.
Here's a healing. This one's mine.
Try this! Super Swallow Dance!
Raging Storm!
Explosive Ring! I'm on a roll now!
Celestial
Let's warm up!
Hold on to your They're not playing around.
Now I'm real
Here
mad!
comes a big one.
Come and get it! I'm on a roll now! It's on! Here I come! Blow away! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Here, let me help.
Talon Hurricane!
Lunar Corruption!
Dragon Swarm!
Lunar Blast!
Not my fighter!
Light Astral Energy! I'll bring you back from death's abyss. I can't hold on much longer. Radiant Spear!
Dragon Shell! Rising Inferno! Try harder! You picked the wrong fight!
Here's a healing arc.
Dragon Swarm!
First aid!
Super Swallow Dance!
Dance in the wind!
Talon Hurricane!
Water!
Amazing.
Try harder! Stay away from my friends!
Healing
Dragon
Circle.
Swarm!
What would I do without you? I'll bring you back from death's abyss. I never miss. Dance in the wind. In here.
What? Use shit lo.
Lightning orb! Whoa, hey, none at a time! Will this help? Dance in the wind circle!
Flaming magma, yours to be let free.
Let's do it!
Looking good. Sorry to be a problem.
We've all got enough.
Yes, ma'am. Charge tactics are working great.
Full speed
Hold
ahead!
nothing back. Hey, wait for law.
Sleep now.
Now I hit the blue. Dragon form.
Lightning
Try
orb!
this.
The power of light!
Explosive
It's
ring.
time!
Burn.
Here's the healing arm!
Sword Lane Alpha. Try harder. My turn. Sword Lane Alpha.
Rain down and here
I'll take it.
If it's in the sky, it's mine! All disasters made one!
Dragon form.
The helix of fury!
Dragon form.
Wind Astrolator! Radiant light! Back into the... Lightning orb! Power to the shadows! Magic is there!
It's gonna attack.
Right, watch out!
I can carve through armor.
Go down!
Try harder. Now. Whirlwind snap.
Hear me! Flame of fury! Tectonic drive! Water! Hear my call!
Take this. First strike.
Hear the Nova! Power to the wind! Arcane waterfall! In here, what might if I do? Right, that'll bring you down!
Swallow dance. Dragon form.
Use all the power of my healing. No!
Can't end here. I'm on it.
Arcane waterfall! Free flames are all
Good things come to an end.
Dance in the wind!
Freaking
Sleep now!
Dragon
Get on the
Thunder
edge!
Dragon form. Just getting started. Eagle assault. Try harder. My turn.
Here goes!
Can't get out of this. Anything in armor is all mine. Oh, now you're talking. Dragon form.
You get the gist.
Ignite. Dragon form. There you go. I feel like me. I'll finish you here and now.
There you go! Don't let
Armor
up!
won't save you. Can't get out of this.
Now!
Form.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Ah, not too bad.
Well,
Back phase or big chocolate.
beat it in the end.
Let us harvest what we can use and take it with us.
Built for the sake of it and then cast aside. How sad.
What? The fuck is the boss face? Lima. Let's see. Holy shit. 20 minutes.
Good food is the best kind of magic.
Goblok. Combat 7 is the quest.
Yeah.
What?
You see anybody around here who...
When you won again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got very well.
Another fight. What?
This is the Basint training ground.
Hey, isn't that a Hellcat clue?
Is it some sort of prototype?
Whatever. It's a real tough customer. Dragon now I'm in the groove. It's all try harder.
It's in the sky, it's mine.
Dragon. I'm on it. Knock out.
Saving this one. Sleep now. Run us away.
The Earth.
There you does it. I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Here, let me help.
Dragon swarm!
Leave the enemy's hearts to me.
Flame inside me! No place here! First strike!
Mega ray.
Ignite! Watch this! Dragon swarm! I'll finish you here now! You're mine! Can't move!
Don't leave me.
Did I just get slapped?
Not done yet!
Magic is there.
You're mine! I'm trying to keep on.
We've all got enough of it.
Yes, ma'am!
Supernova. Photon.
Dragon swarm.
Malevolent. Blah blah blah. Magic. Resurrection.
I'm on it! Dragon swarm! Hurricane!
Get out there with the others.
I'll smash you!
Into the shadows.
Can't get out of this!
Rain down in
I'm on it! Powered hurricane!
Confiscate.
Smash.
Inferno blast!
More this one's mine.
Watch Dragon swarm! The flame inside me yearns to be let free! Here I come!
Burning strike. Hear my voice.
You're mine! I'm Dragon swarm!
Sleep now.
Dragon hurricane!
Damn it. Out of ammo.
Inferno punch!
Up and at 'em. Let's healing circle.
Now it's let loose!
I'm all
Not my fight!
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Perhaps now isn't the time.
I really don't.
Dragon swarm!
Resuscitation. Wind astral
No
energy.
escape.
Lightning condemned.
Not today!
Hit him. Thunder.
Dragon swarm! Try this!
Hear my call.
Explosive ring! Watch this!
Blah blah blah.
What dot itu?
Glacial spear.
I'll finish you here and now! I'll finish you here and
Bring you
now!
back from death's abyss. Run! Lunar corruption. Magnetic fray. Purge malevolence. Magic is sleep now. Get on in there with the others.
Dragon
Far
swarm!
beyond the darkest healing circle.
I'm not done! I owe you one.
Gravitas field.
Dragon swarm!
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Magic is am. Mega ray.
Explosive ring!
I can do this all day. Mega ray. In here. Let me show you what
Dragon
my
swarm!
arts can do. Rising swirl.
Take this! Here I come! Super swallow dance! Dragon swarm!
Here!
First strike!
Go get it! Lightning condemned! Thunder blade! Healing circle!
Do without this pain!
Thanks for the healing. Watch yourself, okay? Yeah.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Here I come! Dragon swarm! One hurricane! The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Now!
Do it! More! Look sharp!
Ah, damn it.
Lightning tiger blade!
Here's a healing
I'll tear you apart! I'm on a roll now! Now it's let loose! Dragon swarm!
Waterfall! I'll bring you back from death's abyss. Sorry. Resuscitation! Hear me! Flame
Not
of
done yet.
fury!
Take this!
Show you what my art
Dragon swarm!
Rise and shine! Resurrection! I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Dragon swarm! Dance!
Resuscitation!
Here I come!
Lunar
group.
You got this one covered. You get the gist. Air thrust. You get the gist.
Thanks, Shield. Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll do better.
Felt fine not too long ago. I really owe you one. I'm Rip and tear! You're mine! Now I'm in the groove!
Glacial
Here I
Spear.
come!
Pierce evil.
Dragon Form! In a bind?
Freeze Lancer.
Wow.
Photon Blast. Raging Cascade. I'll bring you back from death.
Watch it!
Precipitation. Get on in here. Let me help.
Knocked on you!
What a relief.
Eat this! Dragon Form! Get it!
Chinese Supernova.
I'll crush you! Lightning Reflexes! Tenebrous Claw!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Tear you apart!
Precipitation. Here's a healing art.
There you go! I feel like... Watch this! Dragon Swarm!
Chinese Supernova. That'll bring you down.
I've let you all down.
This one is almost in the bag.
Not done yet. Just falling back.
Then it's time for you to do what you do best.
Dragon
Too
Swarm!
much to handle.
Eat
Yeah,
this!
generation. Feel
Dragon Swarm!
I'll be safe
Try
on
this.
water. Thunderblade. Healing circle.
Take this! I owe you one.
Dragon
Swarm!
The flames of annihilation. Not in your dreams.
Try this!
Magic is in. Strike.
Explosive ring!
Glacial Barrier. Here's evil.
I can carve through. I'll finish you here and now!
Let's get you all tucked away. Here, let me help.
Here I come!
Feel.
I owe you one.
Let's get you all tucked away.
Dragon Swarm!
Lunar Corruption.
Can't get out of this!
Gemini Aqua. If it's in the sky, it's mine. Here's a healing art. Feel.
Not today!
Need to pull myself
Now! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! How about it?
Yeah. Huh?
Hey!
Siri?
27k. And I'm not still spending. Let's see.
I sense a poor soul who is in dire need.
Sounds like our cue to step. In and help.
What you want now?
Yes!
Last one. To Zugo. Super Zugo. And where is it?
Seriously.
I done like. The fuck is that? There it is.
What do they take us for?
Research subjects.
There you go.
Just like everything else.
else.
Wait. Orange.
Everything okay?
I'll say.
What's eating at you? Yeah.
It's,
A pep.
snuck its way into the...
Oh, I totally get you.
Yeah. It's barely bigger than a grain of sand.
You know, maybe this is a crate.
Ah!
Fucking dumbass. Fuck that shit. Skip me.
Think we can take that one?
Well, if you're up for being the deep...
No holding.
Tiga ratus k dua-duanya. Fuck. What? This might be skipped.
I've got a bad feeling about this one.
Me too. Better keep. Hold on to your
Feeling about this.
Here I come.
Talon Hurricane! Evil God! Watch this! Try harder! Dragon Swarm! Here I come! Dragon Swarm!
In here.
I'll stop it, Chop!
Thanks, Kisara.
There you go. You require me again. Now I'm in the groove. Glimmer Dragon! See what happened there as you crossed me. Shouldn't have done that.
This one's mine. I'll bring you back from death to
I'm
base.
not done. Ready to go.
Water, hear my call. Spread! Glacial Spear, here's evil. Freeze laser!
Let you in again.
Yeah. Might be skipped.
Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh crap!
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Try harder! My turn! Get it work! Try this! Explosive ring! I can't move!
Don't give up!
I owe you one. Take this!
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to start.
Dragon Swarm!
My astral energy! A big waterfall! Resurrection! Dance in the wind!
Whirlwind Finesse!
Here!
Try harder! Not a chance!
Get on
Lunar
there,
Corruption!
Eruption!
Try harder! My turn!
Astral energy! Power of war!
Time to start!
One at a time!
I'm not done!
Burning lightning orb!
I'm on a roll now! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous Claw! Talon Hurricane! You're mine! Dragon Swarm! This should do it!
Thunder Field!
Take it!
Raging Cascade!
Now you see what I can do! You're finished!
Already!
Try hard! My turn!
Sleep now!
Just getting started! Explosive ring!
Got it! Now go down!
Be careful not to overdo it.
One side. Be better.
Here and now!
Show you what my heart is!
You picked the wrong fight! Dragon Swarm! I'm on it! Try this! Finish you here and now!
Lightning condemned! Another arrow!
Ring!
Thunder!
Glimmer Dragon!
Annihilation!
I'm not done! Try harder! Not again!
Raging Cascade!
You're mine! Take this!
Here's a healing arc!
Try hard! My turn! I owe you one! I'm not done!
Get out of there with together! Lunar corruption!
Try!
By the power of fire!
Lay inside me! Yours to be late!
I won't give up!
Stay away from my friend!
Wow.
I hope this medicine works as promised.
That freaking does it!
Resuscitation!
That was quick.
No gun yet!
Sleep now!
Now you see what I can do!
More healing stockpile!
I really owe you one.
So much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a complaint.
No, that is...
Within the sky is mine!
You're mine!
I'm on a roll, man! It looks like you got this one covered!
Dragon Swarm!
Lightning condemned!
I'm on it!
I'll heal you all!
Explosive ring! It's finished!
Let's do it!
It's on! Now I
Seal.
can let loose!
I'm
Dragon
just gonna
Swarm!
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Sorry, can't
You
be
paid
helped
for that! You're mine!
Oh wow, wait. They're dead. Shit.
What was I thinking?
Here I come! Here and now!
Eagle Fly! Take resuscitation!
Here I come!
Will this help?
Dragon Swarm!
Still got some fight left in me. Healing circle!
Dragon Swarm!
Just what I
Burn in
need!
hell!
I've let you all down.
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Perhaps now isn't the time?
I really don't.
No! Can't end here!
Don't leave me! I can't heal you forever!
Try hard! No, you can't!
I'll bring you back from death to this!
Dragon Swarm!
Resuscitation!
This should do it!
I still got some fight left in me.
Here I come! Dragon Swarm!
Can't be happening!
I hope this medicine works as
Are
promised.
you guys?
Dragon Swarm!
Party!
You're mine! Dragon Swarm!
No, I feel like me again.
Try hard! No, you can't! Swallow dance! Dragon Swarm!
Blah, blah, blah. Eagle ready! Razor spear! Here's Eagle!
Dragon Swarm!
Thunder now!
I'll smash you!
Razor power!
Let's tear him up! Oh, you are gonna pay for that! Try harder!
Ih,
Here
kena.
I come! No escape!
That's gonna smart.
Take this! Try my turn! Dragon Swarm! I really owe you one. I'm on it! Rip and tear! Can't move!
Water's magic indeed.
Hurricane!
Hold on to your
Inferno Punch!
Here I come! I'll bring you back from death to bit.
Eat this!
I'm on a roll. Lightning
back from Death's Abyss. I'll bring you back from Death's Abyss. Seal. Resuscitation. This one's mine.
I owe you one.
I'm going to need to use all the power of my healing.
It's weakened. Let's go.
This ends now!
In here. Launch the away. And again.
Watch it! It's over!
Mega ray. Annihilation. Mega ray.
Dragon Swarm!
More with that mega ray. Long stop.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
First strike! You're mine!
Outstanding form.
Dragon Swarm! This time!
Razor Cyclone.
I'm not done! I won't lose.
What?
Not now, not ever.
That's bullshit. The fuck? How the fuck did I get
This
here?
should do it!
Like that.
You're mine! Dragon Swarm!
Glacial Spear. Here's evil.
Try harder! Not a chance! Dragon Swarm! Take this! I'm not done!
Here's a healing arm.
Try harder! Dragon Swarm! I'm not done!
I'll finish you here and now!
Oh.
Anything in order of your life!
I'm gonna need more than this. You're finished!
Dragon Shell! I'll finish you here and now!
Dragon Swarm!
I won't give up.
You! Stay away from my friends! I'm gonna need more than this. Dragon Swarm! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Here I come! I'm on it! Ignite! Dragon Swarm!
Here I come.
I'm on a roll now!
See, there you go. Don't let
Try
up.
harder! Dragon Swarm!
It's a win. Ready to go.
Run!
Here.
Dragon Swarm!
I'll bring you back from Death's Abyss. Resuscitation. Here, let me.
I missed it.
Security. Watch and nail.
Far enough! This one's for you, Dad!
You can do it.
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
I'll bring you back from death. I'm ready.
I'm almost impressed.
High praise coming from you.
I said almost. Don't get carried
Try
away.
this! Explosive ring!
Glacial Spear. Here's evil.
This should do it! Burn!
Freeze Laser.
Now I'm in the groove!
Bring you back from death.
That freaking does it!
Resuscitation.
Is this it?
Ow.
Not done yet! My turn!
I don't even know the word defeat.
Astral energy. Go down and
I'll tear you apart!
Dragon Swarm!
I'll tear you apart! Now you see what I can do! This one
Glacial Spear. Here's evil.
Take this!
Freeze Laser.
Dragon Swarm!
First aid. Eagle Assault.
Talon Hurricane!
You picked the wrong fight!
Eagle
Dragon
Dive!
Swarm!
Oh, now you're talking!
Try this! Explosive ring! Dragon Swarm! In an instant! Impact Claw!
Here's a healing arm.
Now I can let loose!
Eagle
It's
Dive!
time!
Alien Force. of this!
Resuscitation!
Talon, showtime!
I still got the fight left in me.
I'll finish you here and now!
Radiant Pierce!
Eagle assault!
Let's get back here!
Oh my god.
Dragon Swarm! Talon's not my fight! Burn it out! Dragon Swarm! Try this!
Dance in the wind! Resurrection! I'm all stuff here! Mega Ray! Photon Flow!
Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
Try this!
I'll bring you back some dance!
Explosive ring!
Light Astral Energy!
No escape! Dragon Swarm! Can't end here! I'll tear you apart! You're mine! Silver Swallow! In a bind! Talon Hurricane! Inferno Punch!
Oh, sparkling stars of light! I can feel the medicine working! Can't be happening!
What the fuck? These fucking guys kidding.
Where's Sunlight?
It's over!
I guess I'm using 60 CP.
Laser Spear! Pierce evil! Freeze Lancer! Body on the darkest sky! I call upon thee!
The flame inside me yearns to be let free! Dragon
Swarm!
Swarm! Burn in hell!
Mega Ray!
Dragon Swarm!
What's this? Dragon Swarm!
Explosive ring!
Annihilation!
Crumble! I'll finish you here and now!
Annihilation! Will this help? I never miss!
Burn! Armor won't save you!
One more! Let me show you what my art
I'm
can do!
just getting started!
Now!
Take this!
Blast
Dragon
off!
Swarm!
Thunderblade! I can do this all day!
Dragon Swarm!
Annihilation!
I'll tear you
Mega Ray!
apart!
Focus your attack!
Super Swallow Dance! River!
Astral Energy!
Say no more.
I know fine weapon material when I see it.
The Fezzel.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over.
Yes!
And what they get, man.
I feel like somebody's watching us.
Maybe there's...
Is that so?
Cool. You fucking bitch pussy fight us.
Is this really a good idea, though?
Where's this now? There is nothing there. Need to go shopping faster. And what is this? Let's what's the
Sure is good to be back.
yeah, shut the fuck.
Hey!
Dua ribu. Support damage. This looks bad.
You can tell it's tough just looking at it.
Level. Oh, shit, 160.
So this is it. The Zoogle to end all Zoogles.
Its name would certainly suggest as much.
Let's give those researchers the shock of their lives.
Here's a healing art. Concentration!
I've got a bad feeling about this one.
Me too.
So this is it. The Zoogle to end all Zoogles.
Its name would certainly suggest as much.
Let's give those researchers the shock of their lives.
Get a word!
Why you human?
To stop you dying?
Dragon Sword! Mega Ray! Take the fucking ring! may be strong, but I'll never back down. Dragon Swarm! I'm on it!
One more time!
That's enough! I'll tear you apart! I'll crush you! Ah! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous Claw! Come on, roll now!
There you go! Don't let up!
Here I come! This one's for you, Dad!
Bronze is ready!
Nothing much change lah.
Here I come!
Grant me the
Dragon
strength
Laser
to march
Spear!
on!
Here's evil! Lion Roar! Freeze Here! This will show you what my
You're mine! Dragon Storm!
Calamity!
In a bind?
Magic Laser Spear! Sleep
Resonate with the earth! Take this! Stalagmite! Drag! You'll pay for that activity!
Corruption!
Fucking win.
I'm gonna need more of that medicine.
I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
Heal my weary companion!
I'll bring you back from
Dragon
death's abyss!
Swarm!
Resuscitate! Burning Fury!
It's this it?
Oh, that's true.
Flare Tornado! Lunar Corruption! It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming Wildfire! Will this help? Thunder! Take care of healing!
Dragon Swarm! Stay away from my friends!
From death's abyss!
On your knees!
I'll bring you back from
Here I
death's
come!
abyss!
Can't
I'll
move!
bring you back from death's abyss! Resuscitation! There! One build out of fight left in me!
Yeah, fuck this.